Hello everyone. Let's talk about another pain point of REC pipeline, and it is missing the top ranked documents. So you must have faced this issue whenever you are using the K parameter in your queries and saying get me top K results, whether K is 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. But still at the end of the day, you are feeling that, okay, the document which I was expecting is not yet considered or is not part of the output. So let's have a quick look at the problem statement, which I have grabbed it from the research paper, 7 failure points when engineering a RAG system. And what it says is, the answer to the question is in the document, but did not rank highly enough to be returned to the user. So what happens is we have all the documents which are ranked, and we use those ranked documents for our further steps. But in practice, we have to limit these ranks, or we cannot pull all the 100 documents. So we will just restrict ourselves to some number and we'll call that number as a K. So whatever the top K documents will be returned, those are the ones which we are going to consider in our next step. And there could be many factors which contribute to this K, but the most prominent one is the performance. So K is usually selected based on the performance. So let's have a quick look at some of the proposed solutions. So I will be suggesting like around 5 to 6 solutions today, and we'll discuss the pros and cons of each of these. But you need to be very keen on which one works for you. It's not like any one of the solution will give you 100% results, but you may have to mix and match and then consider what approach you need to take. So the first one is increase K. So one of the simplest way is to increase the value of K, which means that the number of documents which we are returning from the retriever will be more than usual. And increasing the K will increase the chance of including the relevant document in your top K list. However, if we are going to do this, then these are the two cons I can think, and it will, it will increase your computational cost, as well as it will increase the noise in the re-ranking stage. So if you're planning to re-rank those documents again, then it would be a very cumbersome process, because it's going to give you a whole bunch of documents which may be unnecessary. And in a while, I will just quickly walk you through what is the re-ranking thing. And the next one here is play with the chunk size. So this is again a very important parameter which you must have used, like what your chunk size should be. So both these chunk size and the K value are the parameters which are used to manage the efficiency and effectiveness of the data retrieval process. So in the same line, let me tell you, so there recently Llama Index introduced a feature in which we can optimize these hyperparameters for RAG. So I would suggest you to go and just check that out, and you will get some idea how they are choosing this particular chunk size or how they're increasing the K. Coming on to the next one is use multiple retrievers. So another way is to use multiple retrievers with different methods or models. So there are like BM5, Contriver, UPR, and many more which you can consider as your retriever. And doing this will diversify the retrieval results, and reduce the risk of missing the relevant document. So if you don't know like what these retrievers as BM5, I just went through this documentation, and what it does is, so BM25 is a ranking function which is used by the search engines to rank your document based on the relevancy to relevant to a search query. So similarly, you have Contriver, you have UPR, so you can just see which one works for you as a retriever and just incorporate it. But the only constraint here is it would require more resources, and you should be very good in coordinating the results of this retriever. So these two could be the pain point if your application is not complex enough. So just think if it is really the useful one for you. Next one is the query augmentation. So what query augmentation does is it allows you to add some additional context or some additional keywords to your original query before performing the retrieval. And if we are providing those supported text, then it will help the retrieval model to better understand the query and find the relevant document for us. So definitely you can go and check this query augmentation part. But the major constraint here is you should be very careful while designing a solution, and how you are going to do the evaluation of the outcome. So these two are the things which you need to keep an eye on. Coming on to the next one, which is re-ranking. So re-ranking retrieval results before sending them to LLM will definitely improve the performance of our RAG pipeline. It will leverage contextual as well as semantic information from the LLM, and system will better understand the query with respect to the documents which we are providing. So what you can do is, let's say you can grab a higher number of documents as a first stage. So let's say you have 150 documents. So what you can do is you can just grab first 100 documents and then again re-rank those 100 documents and get hardly 10 or 12 documents which you can pass it further to the LLM. And if you're doing this, definitely it is going to improve your performance as well as the responses which you are getting. But keep in mind that again it is going to increase the computational cost as well as latency, because we are adding altogether new additional step in our RAG pipeline. So if you can work with that, then this is one of the best option and you should definitely give it a try. Third one, the last one, which is use prompt engineering. So most of you are already aware of this, that prompt engineering is not a very easy thing. You have to be a subject matter expert, because whatever prompt you are giving, it plays a very important role. And when you are using this as a proposed solution, then there are chances that you may have to experiment iteratively with your prompts. You may have to optimize it again and again to get the better results. So just focus on this and get the better prompt, and I think it will definitely improve the response. And the last one is using model having high context length. So your model, if your model is having high context length, it means it can support more number of tokens and it can grab more input and give us the better response. But now if the only cons here is, if your use case is very small and if you are planning to save some money, then this could be a costly option for you. So in a nutshell, these are the possible solutions, and I said these are not going to work 100%, but definitely can help you to enhance and improve the results of your retrieval process. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and do let me know in comments what are other pain points that you are having while developing RAG applications. Thanks for watching.